All right, I reckon we are good to go here. I'm definitely going to give this a shot here. Trying this out with a new computer, so hopefully this all works. We'll see how it goes, but yeah, hopefully things are better. We'll see what happens here.
This is EA Sports coverage of the PGA Tour. Today it's live third round coverage of the Career Builder Challenge. We're ready to go. Off to the first hole. Warm-ups are done. First two rounds in the book. And Frank, this is where careers are made, on the weekends at these kinds of championships.
This is also what you hope for, too, in professional golf. You know you've got your good stuff. We've seen that through the first 2 days. Put yourself in a great position. Just 36 holes to go. You're looking at that first hole and what the weekend might unfold. That's the beauty of this game.
Getting set to play the second shot here at the first hole. This one looks like it's headed right for the middle of the dance floor, Frank.
Rather nice shot, I would say.
What a display of shot making this has been, Frank.
Oh, that incredible approach shot there. The easiest of birdies coming up.
This one just requires a little bit of focus.
Great start.
Frank, this is a nice looking hole. Not long, only 371 yards, but challenging in its own way.
It is challenging. The best approach here really is a conservative tee shot to set up an aggressive second.
Frank, that ball's sitting up like it's on plush carpeting.
Rich, if you and I had lies like that every time, we'd still be playing this game for a living.
Second shot now at the second hole. Superb shot.
Well, it's as good as it's going to get. There's going to be no worries about making that one.
Frank going for another birdie here.
Just to get on a real roll.
Not a real hard game, is it? Birdie to open. Frank, Pete Dye certainly gives you a variety of holes, and we see that. Granted, 3 par 4s to start, but each one with a different look.
They certainly are, Rich, and it's amazing what one good bunker will do. And the bunker I'm referring to is the one down the left side. That's about 285 yards to carry. It's the sort of bunker that keeps you honest.
Pretty good drive here.
Another straight one.
Always nice to watch a great swinger of the golf club. Nicely played shot, about 310 yards down the fairway. Frank, what's the best way to get at this hole location here at number 3?
If there's a desired shot pattern, it's a little draw off the tee and a little draw in. And the reason why, if you look at the shape of that green, it's on a 45-degree angle to the left. So it really does suit a shot coming in from the right.
Here we go. Birdie try up next. Getting set now over the putt. So, Frank, what do you think of the start so far?
Rock solid. Very impressed.
First par 3 of the day. It is the 4th here at PGA West, sitting at just under 200 yards in the card.
Hey, Phil. What's going on? Hello and welcome.
Oh, solid strike right in the heart of the green.
No problems there. Really good approach shot. And now, good look at birdie.
It's that sneaky distance.
Frank, we have said it over and over. Another birdie. Well, here we are at the first par 5 of the day, the 5th, 535 yards. Frank, break it down.
It's called double trouble. Reason why, there's the lake on the tee shot on the left side, and then he's reversed it up there on the second shot. He's put the lake on the right.
Second from an excellent lie.
This is not heading in the right direction.
No, it looks like it's going to be in the rough. Into the tall cabbage. That ball is swallowed up. Frank, this ball's in the rough. Anything you change in your technique when a ball's sitting down a little bit?
Yeah, you put the ball back a little bit further in your stance because you're going to get a bit of grass between the ball and the club face. So you have to allow for that and keep that club moving. That grass is going to be that grass is going to create a certain amount of resistance.
Frank, not close, but from that lie, not bad.
Oh, that's excellent. Seriously, given the conditions, Rich.
This is a 16-footer.
Yeah, I don't know if we're birdie or not, but it looks like it's sort of straight.
Well, that would have been a bonus had it gone in, but still, reasonable chance for par here.
Yeah, there's no damage. You're not going to birdie every hole.
So just a formality here. And that's in for a par. Well, Frank, how about this 255-yard par 3 sixth?
Yeah, there's a bit of a bailout area, sort of short and left, but the only thing really going in the player's favour, it is a big green, 51 yards in depth. So if you want to sort of do the maths in reverse, 255, take away 50, 205 front, it doesn't sound as daunting. Oh, this is heading in the wrong direction.
Uh-oh. And they're close, about 8 feet from the cup. Shouldn't be a problem here, but not a formality either. Just an amazing display. The records continue to fall. Frank, the 7th is a short par 4, 346 yards. So I'm guessing it's a layup off the tee, but it might be a nervy layup because you have water on the right, and if you miss left, that's no bargain.
It's very distracting looking down the right side. I think that's the easiest way to put it. But if you can break this hole down, 346 yards, if you take 120 yards off that, which is like a wedge, then the layup only becomes like 220 yards. That seems a little less intimidating. That's an absolute beauty.
Frank, our featured player, a bit wobbly of late. This is an important approach shot.
It is. Time to just hit the brakes, do a little reset. Things aren't completely lost yet. Start to get back to that positive frame of mind.
This is a good-looking shot. That's another green hit in regulation, and that has been the story all day, just wearing out the center of that club face. Really not much to this. The only issue would be a lack of concentration or focus. Continues to amaze, yet another birdie, and what a day it's been. Now we're at the 8th hole here at PGA West in La Quinta, California. 559-yard par 5. Frank, what are the options here?
A good tee shot, you can certainly reach this par 5 and 2. There's a crosswalk that comes across in that vicinity of 330 yards. That's sort of the green light area if you can get it down there. Anything short of that, it becomes very much a 3-shotter. If you can get it close to that crosswalk that goes there, then certainly this becomes opportunity knocks.
You can play it from there, 300 yards away and in the fairway. Second shot coming up here at the par 5. Wouldn't call it a great approach shot, but it still ends up in the fringe.
Yeah, a little bit of magic from here. The hole's not over.
Frank, chip shot here from just on the fringe. You like to hit this the way you would a putt?
Yeah, I normally take a club that's going to land just on the flat surface of the green, then run from there. Often people take too much loft.
That is professional with a capital P right there.
That's stealing.
Frank, the 9th hole at 452 yards. That water down the right is really a test of a player's driving ability, isn't it?
It is, and his ability to sort of take the shot on. Ideally, just something with a little bit of a fade, unless you can carry the ball 300 yards, then you can get it just past that bunker. But when you look at this hole, notice how that fairway just starts to open up. So Pete Dye will reward an aggressive tee shot, but also he'll punish it if it's wayward.
Well, that is a really good tee shot right there, Frank.
think that tipped the 300-yard mark.
Frank, the tee shot was certainly challenging, and this second shot is as well.
Yeah, both the tee shot and the second shot require you to come in from that left side. The green itself angles to the right a little bit. The trouble, is, as we know, is all on the right side. But this is one of those holes. You can see it on the tee and on the second shot. If you ride a 4 down, you're happy.
Appears to be tracking well. Well, that is an exceptional shot on the green and in position for a birdie.
Yeah, it's a formality now.
Standing over this putt, concentrating on the read. Go ahead and do that for birdie. Rich Lerner with Frank Nobilo for EA Sports. We're at the Career Builder Challenge, early season action. Hole number 10 as we get going on the backside. And Frank, if you're hitting it low and left or you're hitting it high and right, you can make some big numbers out here. A lot of water.
Well, you certainly can, especially for those people that have to tee off on the 10th, their first tee shot of the day. Somehow sneak it down the left side. 300 yards to get past all those bunkers down the right. I don't know if you want to do that with a cold start. But the further you can get down this hole, obviously that second shot becomes a little shorter, and you'd like to go in with a short club here. There's a wall, like, I don't know, like the Great Wall of China down that left side of this green.
Looks to be a good setup going into the green here at the 10. Frank, is this a definite green light, the approach at the par 4 10?
Well, there's enough opportunities at PGA West for the long hitters. This is an opportunity for the really good iron players. This is where they have a chance to shine, because a good iron player will give himself a birdie putt here. A poor iron player here, all of a sudden they'll find trouble.
Well, this one should be safely on deck here. Superb shot.
Well, that's as good as it's going to get. There's going to be no worries about making that one.
So a tester from 4 feet. Good putt. Well, Frank, how about this hole? Par 5 11th at 617 yards.
The goal here is to take all those bunkers down that left side completely out of play. You can hit it far enough down there, you can get close to this green, but if you do stray a little bit, all of a sudden, well, it's called eternity. You're going to find that this hole will play very long. I'm loving that balance. Oh, that's it. New member of the 300-yard club.
Good poke right there. Okay, the second shot now at this par 5. Now the third shot here at the par 5 11th. Terrific golf shot. And now that for an easy birdie. In the hole for birdie. Now the par 4 12th, only 363 yards, but Frank, it is intricate. There's a lot involved, isn't there, in playing a hole like this?
Yeah, I think this is where you have to work out, which clubs do you hit the best? Are you better with a 9-iron, are you better with the wedge? Because that's the distance you want to hit it to. That's how you can be aggressive, even when you're laying up.
Good contact, good result. That one is in the fairway, down there about 290 yards. So, Frank, we know that the players petitioned back in the 80s to move the PGA Tour event away from PGA West. It's coming back in 2016. But what did Pete Dye say about golf courses being fair or unfair?
Well, he said it actually, he tried to say it with a chuckle, but he always said that golf's not a fair game, so why build a golf course that's fair?
Do you agree with that?
I do now. I think everything has to align itself together. When you looked at the equipment that the players were using, wooden drivers and balls that spun around, they had trouble on windy days, and these golf courses, they really were brutal. But I think now that the ball goes further, the introduction of the metal-headed driver, the utility clubs, all of those things have made these golf courses really come back into favor again. Look at what Jason Day did in 2015 at the PGA Championship at Whistling Straits on a Pete Dye golf course. That's how you have to play the game now. We have to embrace change.
How difficult is this golf course at PGA West? Well, it was ranked 8th on this year's Golf Digest, America's 20 toughest golf courses.
Hazard.
Maybe wet. Getting set for this next shot from the rough. What player needs of here?
Well, this is where
it's in the hole. Just a sensational shot right there. Tricky par 3 here, the 13th, 214 yards. Frank, what's the best way to make 3 here at this 389-yard par 4 14?
I'm not sure, really. I know there's 2 definitive options, hitting it down the left or carrying over the bunker. And I think that's another example of Pete Dye. There's one of those holes you never really know if you've made the right play till you finish the hole.
They'll be pretty happy with that 290-yard poke off the tee. Frank, what's the key here? Second shot at 14.
Green sits up a little bit, well protected by those bunkers there. A nice high, soft landing shot. Should be safely on deck.
Midway through this back 9, could use this birdie here at the 14th. Getting set now over the putt. Well, that's a bit disappointing.
I guarantee you, though, she thought she had that one.
For the par.
Just dwindling the holes down. Pars are fine right now.
Par 4 15th, measuring in at 468 yards.
seem to be doing nothing. Didn't know that. There you go. Oh, okay, my buddy's not even working. I don't know why he's not getting up the timer here. Maybe that woke him up.
Game's about rhythm. When you have good rhythm, it just looks effortless. To hit the ball 300 yards through the air, that easy.
Good tee shot, good lie, and now a good chance to take advantage here on this hole. Frank, what are you thinking on this second shot here at 15?
Well, if mentally you could take out all that bunker complex on the left, this second shot would look extremely straightforward. And that's really the way you've got to play it. You've got to act like those bunkers aren't there on that left side. And therefore, you can go straight at this flag.
That will be a great look at birdie. These putts keep the round together. Frank, this is a player in full flight right now.
It looks too easy right now.
Now to the par 5 16th. Frank, this is a pretty solid hole.
Like all the other par 5s here, length gets a big advantage here. This hole, as you mentioned, bends to the left, and that bunker can be taken out of play by the longest hitters. 326 yards will get you past that. Otherwise, there's sort of a V shoot down the right side that everybody else has to respect.
Hey, Adria. What's up?
Frank, that swing looks lively and strong.
Oh, that had to fly 300. It's close to 310.
Nothing since, and I had to
Second shot.
to get Nightbot to do anything. But yeah. I think my green screen looks a little bit better because I got a new laptop, so I'm using the new laptop to run the Elgato stuff.
Third shot,
Yeah,
looking
it's
for a good
definitely
one.
a lot better than it was on the other computer. And literally the only thing I'm going to have in this computer, I think, is the Elgato shit. I'm going to use my regular computer for everything else, but I will literally only use this laptop for streaming, so hopefully it'll be alright. But it's definitely got a lot better statistics than my computer, so...
Can you believe that too? I mean, could have hit the flag and bounced away instead. Straight in, amazing shot, and really deserves it.
Well, Frank, the most famous island green obviously is TPC Sawgrass, Ponte Vedra Beach, Florida. Pete Dye's creation. People forget this is also an island green here in the California desert.
And it's called Alcatraz, and I've never heard of anyone trying to break into Alcatraz.
On this one, I basically just clicked enable chroma key and pick the color, and it just like went like you see it now. I was just like, hell yeah. So I don't know, I'm guessing maybe this one has a buttload better webcam or something like that. I don't know, and maybe it just doesn't have all the other crap jacking with it like this computer does. Of course, it's no doubt about it.
This could be good.
But I did pay off my TV. So I did actually get my TV paid off.
Beautiful shot. That is tight.
Unbelievable. That is one to savor for the rest of the round.
So that's in over the putt. Just an amazing display. The records continue to fall. Well, Frank, hopefully the player has arrived here at 18 in a pretty good frame of mind. If not, you have to be thinking, oh, here we go again. Water left. I mean, you could shoot 100 out here on this golf course if you don't have your best stuff.
Up I
this is another example of, you're right, if you've got the bad mojo going, this is not the hole you want to be playing. Water left, bunkers right.
As far as like customizing your character, you're like
somewhere in between though, this fairway.
That was like literally as good as I could get it.
She's ended up on the fairway and it's such a good line. So many more options available now. Frank, this approach shot seems pretty straightforward. Just don't hit it left.
Yeah, it's a tough second shot. It's that visual. Once again, you've got that green that's angled to the left. But once again, like a few holes out here, you do not have to hit directly at this flag. You are allowed to move that flag mentally 15, even 20 feet to the right. There's nothing wrong with that.
Another good swing, and it looks like, Frank, another really good shot. Great way to finish off the final approach shot with a birdie opportunity.
Unfortunately, though, what sucks is you have to dye it like white or blonde first. And then you have to give it some time to kind of get accustomed with that. Because if you just do it like white or blonde and then go straight to try to make it purple, it all up.
Continues to amaze, yet another birdie, and what a day it's been. And that wraps up the third round. Just one more to go before we crown our champion.
Okay, cool.
Yeah, I'm not saying I'm looking at my crystal ball, Rich, but that champion that we see tomorrow might be the one just sitting at the leaderboard on top of it right now.
Rock on. So, yep, that's another level. We got driving and short game went up a little. Cool. But yeah, I am sort of stoked about getting this other laptop. I'm going to have to figure something out here, though. Because now I've got, like, this computer here. And I've got my laptop straight in front of me here. And, like, the cords are coming from the TV around to that side of the laptop. And the mic is coming out the other side. So if I can, I could go around this way. Or I'd have to walk all the way around the computers if I wanted to go that way. But I do need to come up with some sort of desk or something, man. Maybe get one, either a gaming chair or an office chair. Because if I wasn't in this and I could sit just a little bit higher, I would be able to see over the type of it. Why did your does your computer not have that much memory?
Presented by EA Sports in association with the PGA Tour.
And you talking about your computer or your PS4?
Today it's live final round coverage of the Career Builder Challenge.
Because I definitely am, I'm getting real close to the point where I'm going to need external hard drives for my both my consoles. But, wow. Who knows? I don't know, maybe, because I want to say...
And now we go down, first hole.
This is like one of the actual gaming
Frank, this is where you want to be, isn't it?
Yeah, this is the challenge. This is the beauty of the game.
Other, like,
take your best golf against the rest. See who comes out on top.
Starting this final round
with
the lead.
Like, I think a terabyte hard drive, and I want to say like 8 gigabytes or something on the RAM or something like that. I'm not really sure. I need to mess around with this computer when the stream is over. I'll probably mess around and see if I can't figure out the statistics on this. But I'm wondering if this laptop would hopefully be good enough to actually see if I could get that Fallout, if I could get that Fallout game going on there. but I don't know. I don't know if you know anything about it, but I was kind of wondering if you get games on PC, if they're like bigger or smaller than the console systems, or.
Beautiful swing there.
Nice little bounce forward. Should be close to 300, 290.
Frank, this is an approach shot here at the first hole that will get a player's attention.
It will. Very strategically placed bunker that protects that front right of the green, plus the angle of that green. If you're going to take it across that bunker, you better judge that inch perfect.
Well, this one should be safely on deck here. Well, that is an exceptional shot on the green and in position for a birdie.
Yeah, that's a formality now.
And this would be nice. 2 straight birdies.
I also do know that, like on my computer, I couldn't even set it at 720p. I had to put it on just standard or whatever. So everything looked all pixely and blocky when I was watching it on YouTube and shit like that. Alright, yeah, I can turn it down because it is actually turned up quite a bit here. Alright, I got it lowered there. But yeah, so I couldn't even go with the 720p. I had to put it on standard and like 30 frames a second or whatever. This looks like it's at it automatically popped up at 1080 pi, and I don't seem to be having any problems with it. So.
A great start.
Like I said, once I
to the second hole now, par 4, only 371 yards. Frank, what do players need to look out for off the tee?
It's really a layup hole here. No need to hit driver down there. The biggest bunker in the distance there is about 300 yards. You have to avoid that. Nothing wrong with hitting an iron or even a hybrid off this.
Yeah, that's cool. Cause yeah, I know. Like I said, I know when I was at least when I was on my whatchamacallit,
Tom Weisskopf was one of my idols growing up. I love the way he swung. That swing right there reminds me of my dad.
Looks like Rory McIlroy, Frank, sticking the follow.
Hello, Audrey. Hello,
paying
and
attention
welcome.
like a little kid at school, Frank. That baby's sitting up.
Sitting up. It's got the best view as well. You don't even need binoculars from where that ball is.
Well, that's how you play the game, right there. Just a couple of feet. It is in the hole for a birdie.
There.
Frank, Pete Dye certainly gives you a variety of holes, and we see that. Granted, 3 par 4s to start, but each one with a different look.
They certainly are, Rich, and it's amazing what one good bunker will do. And the bunker I'm referring to is the one down the left side. It's about 285 yards to carry. It's the sort of bunker that keeps you honest.
Frank, what's the best way to get at this hole location here at number 3?
If there's a desired shot pattern, it's a little draw off the tee and a little draw in. And the reason why, if you look at the shape of that green, it's on a 45-degree angle to the left. So it really does suit a shot coming in from the right.
Put this up there.
You can see a little bit off balance on the tee, and that one is going to be in the rough. Frank, better than we thought it was going to be.
Yeah, that looked like it was heading for that thick stuff the whole way, but a little fortunate. But then I guess you're allowed that in this game.
Really not much to this. The only issue would be a lack of concentration or focus.
Came to the putt excited to make birdie. Now, settle for par.
Yeah, little change in the attitude right now. When you've let one go, you've got to really knuckle down there and make sure you don't drop a shot. It's important this one goes in.
Good putt. Frank, this is our first par 3 of the day. The fourth, about 192 yards.
And it's called sand pit. So if you're not on the green, chances are you're getting that lob wedge or sand wedge out. Green is 36 yards deep. Got a nice little sort of hump and hollow roll to it. Mini roller coaster.
I kind of noticed at the last second it had to go over that little hump that was headed to the right.
Good looking shot right here. Good chance now for a birdie. That was an outstanding play.
Well, it's almost a guarantee there after that shot.
This would be a huge momentum swing. This one's for birdie.
Thought that was going to totally roll around it.
Great shot to get the birdie. Frank, this looks like a fun hole. The first par 5 of the day, 535-yard fifth.
Yeah, as long as you've got something that doesn't go left off the tee shot and doesn't go right off the second shot, you'll be fine.
Okay. No problem, Drew.
It's nice to roll in a 25-footer now and then. Those feel good. But still, there's nothing like hitting that perfect tee ball. Long, straight.
Yeah, you can puff out your chest, last to play, the advantage, holes shorter. Basically, the list goes on. Oh, this is heading in the wrong direction.
Uh-oh. That is classy.
Oh, yeah.
You had a chance of going in.
Yeah, like I said, whatever.
Good scoring opportunity. Third shot here at the par 5.
Yeah, it's probably going to be at least probably another 20 minutes or so.
What a tremendous display of golf this has been. Frank, I love a par 3 where you have to hit one solid golf shot. Anything less, and you might pay a severe price. 255-yard par 3 sixth. What a hole.
No, you love watching somebody else play a par 3 like that.
Right.
This one.
On the dance floor here at the 6th, but still a pretty hard putt coming up, about 30 feet away.
This is a long putt. Really, the key is the speed. If it drops, that's a bonus.
I don't know if this is going in.
That was not a very good read right there.
I thought for a minute it might. I thought for a minute it just might. That's okay.
So just a formality here.
Comfortably knocks it in.
Frank, if you want to play this game at the highest level, and no doubt our players do, you have to sort of be tactical. When you break down shots or break down a hole, how would you break down this hole in a very smart way.
Yeah, I know what you're getting at there. A lot of people would think 350 yards, you could bash a driver down there, you'd finish up in trouble. Well, the way to be aggressive on a strategic hole is to just put the first one in play in a position where you can attack with the second. And there's no shame in it. You can still walk off here more days than often than not with a 3.
Frank, this is obviously a green light situation.
It is, because of the tee shot. A smart layup here gives you the chance to go straight at this flag.
This is a good-looking shot. Birdie try up next. Getting set now over the putt.
Beautifully done. Nice birdie. Well, Frank, here at the par 5 8th, 559 yards. Looks as though the player's getting a break from the water, but there is some trouble out there.
Yeah, there certainly is bunkering both on the left and the right. Once again, though, par 5s are always an opportunity for the longer hitter. Even if you stray a little offline, then it just becomes a 3-shotter like it is for everybody else.
Good tee shot right in the short grass. And now the second shot here at this par 5.
That one is bunker bound, it looks like.
Well, Mr. Ball does not meet Mr. Fairway. It's off, rough.
Set to go. Not an easy shot by any means. Bit surprising, misses the green in regulation here at the par 5.
Yeah, you'd think this is one of the easier holes on the golf course. So now just trying to avoid 6.
Frank, you always talk about it not compounding the error, but here again, another shot from the rough.
Yeah, if you try again.
Solid play, heart of the green.
We'll take it. We will take it.
Just an amazing display. The records continue to fall. Finishing out the front 9 with a pretty difficult par 4. Again, water down that right side. Frank, the 9th hole at 452 yards with that water down the right is really a test of a player's driving ability, isn't it?
It is, and his ability to sort of take the shot on. Ideally, just something with a little bit of a fade, unless you can carry the ball 300 yards, then you can get it just past that bunker. But when you look at this hole, notice how that fairway just starts to open up. So Pete Dye will reward an aggressive tee shot, but also he'll punish it if it's wayward.
Frank, the tee shot was certainly challenging, and this second shot is as well.
Yeah, both the tee shot and the second shot require you to come in from that left side. The green itself angles to the right a little bit. The trouble, as we know, is all on the right side. But this is one of those holes. You can see it on the tee and on the second shot. If you ride a 4 down, you're happy.
Well played here. Went straight for the flagstick, and she will have a nice putt coming up.
And getting ready for the putt. Continues to amaze. Yet another birdie, and what a day it's been. Rich Lerner with Frank Nobilo for EA Sports. We're at the Career Builder Challenge, early season action. Hole number 10 as we get going on the backside. And Frank, if you're hitting it low and left or you're hitting it high and right, you can make some big numbers out here. A lot of water.
Well, you certainly can, especially for those people that have to tee off the 10th, their first tee shot of the day. Somehow sneak it down the left side. 300 yards to get past all those bunkers down the right. I don't know if you want to do that with a cold start. But the further that you can get down this hole, obviously that second shot becomes a little shorter, and you'd like to go in with a short club head. There's a wall, like, I don't know, like the Great Wall of China down that left side of this green.
That should be pretty good right there. On the safe side. Just another solid shot, about 8 feet from the hole. These putts keep the round together. Well, that's a bit disappointing.
Oh, you got it.
I guarantee you, though,
Me.
she thought she had that one.
Just a couple of feet. A good effort and a good par putt.
Well, we've arrived at our third par 5 of the day here at PGA West. It is the 11th. It is nicknamed appropriately Eternity, 617 yards.
Well, this one's sweet, Frank.
Super. Long and straight.
That's how you do it.
Second shot.
That is tasty looking right there, Frank. Just a perfect spot in the fairway.
That is prime real estate. How do you get a lie like that? Seriously, you could hit any club from there.
Frank, what's involved here in the third shot now at the par 5 11th?
Just really setting up a good angle for that third shot. This is, when you lay up, it always pays just to check where the flag is. You want to sort of have a nice, comfortable look or angle to the flag.
Go in, go in, go in.
What a display of shot making this has been, Frank.
Oh, that incredible approach shot there. The easiest of birdies coming up.
Just a little tap in here. Doing what needs to be done. You need to make them from that distance.
Frank, now another clever, small par 4, only 363 yards here at the 12th.
Okay.
A couple of different options here, Rich. You can lay it up just short of where that nose of the bunker starts to poke out on the right side of the fairway. Then you're going to be left with something in the sort of 140, 150 yard mark to the flag. Or if you want to get a little sort of greedy, you start to sneak it up there where it gets narrow. It's shorter, it requires a better shot.
Excellent drive right there, Frank.
Circa 310.
Frank, another good scoring opportunity here at the par 4 12th.
Yeah, just have to focus on where that flag is in relation to these little ridges and the mounds on this green. It's called moat because it's protected all by that wall of sand down that left side. That's not really in play for this shot. If you're smart, use one of those little ridges. They can kick it towards the flag.
Well, that is an exceptional shot on the green and in position for a birdie.
Yeah, it's a formality now. Well read.
Now teeing off here at the par 3 13th.
Well, this one should be safely on deck here. That is classic.
Very nice.
Yeah, chance of going in.
Really not much to this. The only issue would be a lack of concentration or focus.
Great too.
Beautiful. Now another short par 4. It's only 389 yards. But Frank, where could a player go off course, so to speak, at this 14th?
Well, this is a hole where you have to play your own game. If you're a longer hitter, I think you can challenge that bunker and knock it over there. And if you're shorter player, you should be only looking at that left side. You're always going to feel like you've left something out here on a hole like this. You'd always think you could have done the other option. But this is where you've got to stick to what you think is your game plan.
Moving into this second shot here at hole number 14.
Midway through this back nine, could use this birdie here at the 14th.
Frank, we have said it over and over. Another birdie. Frank, if a player needs to make a big move at the close of the round, how could they get at this whole location and make a birdie? They call this turning home.
Yeah, I think that's where you have to be a little more aggressive off the tee shot. A drive of 280 yards can certainly take those two bunkers down the left out of play. There is one in the distance down there, 350 yards, so even the longest hitters can still hit driver down there. You imagine pumping one down there sort of 340 yards. Now you turn a long hole into a drive and a wedge. That's how you get aggressive.
See what they do now with this second shot at hole number 15. Stuck the follow through right there. This could be really good. Terrific golf shot. Now that for an easy birdie.
This pay off.
You always like that. Count it as a birdie. Frank, this could be an exciting and pivotal point in the round, the par 5 16th.
Especially if the player decides to have a go here. If you're going to take it on a direct line, then you've got to carry all of that bunker complex. But then the other thing to realize, what's the worst thing that can happen? Just in the bunker, right? It's worth a go. Either that, hit it down the right side. There's no way you're going to reach this par 5 and 2. Game's about rhythm. When you have good rhythm, it just looks effortless. To hit the ball 300 yards through the air, that easy. Oh, that's it. New member of the 300-yard club.
Good poke right there. And now the second shot here at this par 5.
Jeremy, hello, welcome, what's up?
Third shot, looking for a good one.
Beautiful shot. That is tight.
Unbelievable. That is one to savor for the rest of the round.
Settles in over the putt. Has it. Good putt right there.
All right, 17 and 18.
Par 3 17th. It is the signature hole here at PGA West. They call it Alcatraz with good reason. You can get locked up here and they'll throw away the key. It's a place that has spoiled a lot of rounds through the years.
Surely not.
Oh, another heartbeat. Go in. Come on, give me a hole in one. Give me a hole in one. Give me a hole in one.
Good chance now for a birdie. That was an outstanding play.
Oh, it's almost a guarantee there after that shot.
Has this putt for birdie.
Oh, that would have been a lot nicer if it was a hole in one.
One great hole after another here at PGA West. The finishing hole, no exception. Frank, what can we expect here?
Great finishing hole. It's amazing. If you took the three bunkers we're first going to see down the right side, this would almost be a nothing hole. Because they're perfectly situated here, they really shrink up that driving area down the left side. And this is just a reward for a great swing, a great strike, a great shot.
Frank, this approach shot seems pretty straightforward. Just don't hit it left.
Yeah, it's a tough second shot. It's that visual. Once again, you've got that green that's angled to the left. But once again, like a few holes out here, you do not have to hit directly at this flag. You're allowed to move that flag mentally 15, even 20 feet to the right. There's nothing wrong with that.
Great way to finish off the final approach shot with a birdie opportunity.
So it's come down to this, Frank.
One putt away. A chance
Yeah,
to do
pretty cool. I know this is on
everybody
Xbox One.
has been trying to do.
But I know from time to time, man, they put it up for like $5 or something like that. I don't think it costs all that much if you buy it anyway, but that was why I got this on the Xbox, because I used to play it on PS4, of course, but this then they put it up on Xbox for like $5 or whatever. So, but yeah, it shouldn't be too much if you want to buy it anyway. But yeah, I definitely recommend it because it's like it's
Just
supposed
an
to be the
amazing
replacement
display. The
for all the
records
Tiger Woods
continue to
games
fall.
that they used to put out.
That
And
has
of
to
course,
feel
now we ain't
so
gonna see no
good.
more Tiger Woods
A
games
big
'cause he
championship
lost his
victory.
deal with EA and all that. Way back when he got in all that trouble and shit. So, oh yeah, I remember Hot Shots Golf. I didn't play that too much, but I do remember Hot Shots Golf, and that was pretty freaking fun too. They had another one too called Outlaw Golf that was pretty cool. All right. Not bad. Man, I was kind of hoping we would at least get to 60, but with those stray shots and all that craziness, we didn't quite get there. But of course, this is a new player, so we're not quite up there stat-wise. And yes, of course, 57 under is like literally unheard of. Like, although I do remember watching PGA event one time where it was like fourth round or something like that. I do remember one time somebody got to like -50 or something like that, but it was and nobody was anywhere near close to him, of course, or whatever. But it does seem like somebody was up there at one point or another. But yeah, usually that is unheard of. And actually, this is kind of cool. I wondered how this would work because since I've actually picked a woman character this time, I kind of wondered if it would throw it off because normally the women play, you know, in the LPGA or whatever. But it says right there, being the first woman to play full-time on the men's tour means a lot. So, but I actually was supposed to be playing GTA 5 with DJ Wolf and Toothless today, but I ended up having to go run around. I had to go pay off my TV and all that crap or whatever, and do do some running around or whatever. And those two being 5 hours ahead of me, I'm guessing I kind of missed them because Wolfie had emailed me up. He hit me up on the PlayStation, but my PlayStation wasn't on. It was, I don't know, about 6, 7 this morning, our time. But yeah, I was supposed to play with Toothless and Wolfie. But yeah, I haven't myself. I haven't played it in a long ass time, so. But alrighty, so I would say this was a very successful test of my new laptop. I am actually rather pleased with it. So, like I said, hopefully now that I've got this, I think, of course, me being the big Fallout player, like I said, I really would like to take it back and maybe we can get a Fallout 1 and 2. And you will eventually see Fallout 1 and 2 on this channel, which I think would be super cool. But yes, I do think, like I said, this was a rather successful test. All right. But anyway, so with that, like I said, I guess I will go ahead and call it here for right now. I may stream something again later. I don't know. Are you streaming today, Drea, or what? Oh, shit. Hey, Shelby makes it in right at the end. What's up, girl? How you doing? I'm glad I at least got to say hi to you. Okay, you are streaming again tonight. So, okay, cool. So, and of course, I don't know because I guess you can see the chats in this now or whatever. But, you know, definitely want to go check out Drea, whose hat I am very boldly sporting. And Shelby, of course, is another awesome streamer. You definitely need to go check out both those fine ladies. And I'm good, Shelbs. Like I said, I just got a new laptop today, so I was kind of trying it out to see how it worked with the Elgato shit. Hopefully it worked a lot better, and it does. It seems to work a shitload better because I literally am only using this computer to stream with. It's only going to have the Elgato stuff, and this is literally going to be streaming. And then my computer, I'm going to be like using for the chat and all that shit or whatever. So splitting them up, it won't be too much on my computer because my computer wasn't handling it very well. But this is an actual gaming laptop, so I do think, like I said, I am very pleased with it. And I can hopefully get back on streaming a little bit more. Like I said, I got to figure out some sort of desk or some sort of setup or something, though, to get both these computers to where I can kind of see them without being in front of the TV in a way. Alrighty. But anyway, so yes, like I said, dude, hopefully I might be streaming something later. We'll see what happens. I'll see what I can figure out. I do have some money left after buying this laptop today and paying off my TV and buying 3 cymbals for my drum set. Literally, I think it was, about 4 hours ago. I had basically $10 short of $1,000 in my pocket. Now I'm down to like $40. But I've got some cool new toys. I think I do still have enough in the bank, though, to get those Fallout games. So I may see what I can do about getting those. But I want to thank everybody who is watching now. Anybody that watches in the future, feel free to leave a like. If you like what you see, feel free to subscribe. And by all means, Drea, bye, love you. And Shelby, bye, love you. Jeremy, thanks for watching. Audrey, if you're still here, thank you for watching. Phil, Russian, what's up, dude? But yeah, so definitely for right now, though, I guess this is Jimbo 19, and I am